What is going on, guys and girls? Welcome back to TV and Me. I'm, of course, Kevin. This is
Robert.
And it's time for Game of Thrones. So, last episode, a lot happened, a lot went on. Basically, you give us a breakdown what happened.
The Hound saw into the flames. He saw some, visions and stuff.
Yeah.
Euron offered Cersei a gift for hand in marriage.
He did, which I think is Tyrion, but it could also, far stretching, the far reach, it's going to be a dragon's head.
Yeah, I like I said before, I know what it is or who it is, so I won't say anything.
Right, okay. What else happened? We had Arya, who was heading towards King's Landing with Cersei, and was that it? Do we have more? Oh, we had Daenerys at the end there saying that let's begin.
Oh,
so they're going to start their. I'm guessing they're going to start their plan of attack on Westeros now, going after Cersei, and that we also had Jon and Sansa getting into a bit of an argument. We had Littlefinger, who was still being a snake, being a snake. But apart from that, I think that was about it in terms of what happened in that episode. What do you think is going to happen in this episode?
I feel like it's just going to be Daenerys probably setting up her strategies of what she might do, of where she might attack first. Yeah, and then how she's gonna go about attacking the other houses or whatever. Yeah,
that's what I think it's gonna be as well. But I also think we're gonna have, because I think you said it last week, that we're gonna have a bit of Yara and Theon this week, because we never saw him last week. I think because it's only 7 episodes. That's
true.
This episode they're gonna have to show some of them what happens to them, whether they get into a naval battle, which I think is a possibility.
Yeah, I think because they are sort of pirates, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I think that might be a huge possibility that might happen.
But let's get straight into the episode. I mean, we've both been waiting
all night.
We've been waiting all night because this came out last night, but we said we would hold off so we could record together. It's been torture. So let's get straight into the episode. This is Season 7, Episode 2.
You served my father, didn't you, Lord Varys? You turned against him.
Robert was an improvement on your father, to be sure. There have been few rulers in history as cruel as the Mad King.
You favoured my brother. All your spies. Did they tell you Viserys was cruel, stupid, and weak?
Oh, shit.
Would those qualities have made for a good king, in your learned opinion? Who sent word to Essos to murder Daenerys Targaryen?
Your Grace, I did what had to be done.
To keep yourself alive.
Lord Varys has proven himself a loyal servant.
Proven himself loyal, quite the opposite. If he dislikes one monarch, he conspires to crown the next one. What kind of a servant is that?
I'm a bit worried.
The kind the realm needs. Incompetence should not be rewarded with blind loyalty. You wish to know where my true loyalties lie? Not with any king or queen, but with the people. The people who suffer under despots and prosper under just rule. The people whose hearts you aim to win. But if you let me live, I will serve you well. I will dedicate myself to seeing you on the Iron Throne because I choose you. Because I know the people have no better chance than you.
Round of applause for that speech.
Definitely.
And I swear this. If you ever betray me, I'll burn you alive.
Sounds a bit mad.
She's getting a little bit of that
I would expect nothing
crazy Targaryen shit going on.
Daenerys. The Hairi Rosistin.
Melisandre?
I thought it was the other one from Essos.
You chose an auspicious day to arrive at Dragonstone. We've just decided to pardon those who once served the wrong king.
She's got proper got it in for Varys, isn't she?
That's what I'm saying.
The prince who was promised will bring the dawn. I'm afraid I'm not a prince.
Your Grace, forgive me, but your translation is not quite accurate. That noun has no gender in High Valyrian, so the proper translation for that prophecy would be the prince or princess who was promised will bring the dawn.
Doesn't really roll off the tongue, does it?
No, but I like it better.
I believe you have a role to play. As does another. The King in the North, Jon Snow.
King in the North!
Tyrion, because they got along, didn't they?
As King in the North, he has united those wildlings with the northern houses, so together they may face their common enemy.
He sounds like quite a man.
Summon Jon Snow.
Send a raven north.
Tell Jon
It's
Snow
happening.
that his queen
It's happening.
invites him to come to Dragonstone.
Oh, please. Let it be this
And bend the
episode.
knee.
Oh, he's got to bend the knee.
I don't think he will, though.
I don't think he wants to be king.
I don't think he wants to be king, but I don't think he'll bend the knee.
The 7 kingdoms will bleed as long as Cersei sits on the Iron Throne. Join us.
Trust Tyrion.
Together we can end her tyranny.
Fire kills whites, you told me. What breathes fire?
Oh, they're connecting the dots.
No, too dangerous. But if the army of the dead makes it past the wall, do we have enough men to fight them?
Some of you are bannermen of House Tyrell. But House Tyrell is in open rebellion against the crown. With their help, the Mad King's daughter has ferried an army of savages to our shores. Mindless, unsullied soldiers who will destroy your castles and your holdfasts.
She has 3 full-grown dragons, Your
That's
Grace.
Sam's dad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Same as Aegon when he conquered the 7 kingdoms. How do you propose to stop them?
We are currently at work on a solution, my lord.
You were the only man to defeat Robert Baratheon in battle, not even Rhaegar Targaryen.
It's a long ride back to the Reach, Sir Daily. How may I serve?
I want you to be my ranking general in the wars to come. I want you to swear allegiance to Cersei, and I want you to help me destroy her enemies.
Including Olenna Tyrell. I swore an oath to House Tyrell.
You swore an oath to the crown as well, Lord Tarly.
I've known Olenna since I was a child.
She was a great woman, once. Now, she's broken. She wants revenge so badly, she brought the Dothraki to our shores. The Dothraki in Westeros for the first time in history. I know you don't like my sister, but you have to make a choice. When the war is won, the Queen will need a new Warden of the South. I can think of no better man than Randall Tarly.
You should have cut off your arm the moment you were touched.
Oh, shit.
Spread quick.
I met Stannis Baratheon's daughter at Castle Black. She had the grayscale as a baby and was cured. Now, isn't there some way...
Does this look like a baby to you?
No.
Have you studied the varying rates of grayscale progression in infants and fully grown men?
No.
Were you a commoner, I'd have you shipped to Valyria at once to live out your life with the Stone Men. As an anointed knight, I'll allow you one more day.
Sam's got to find the cure.
Yeah.
How you choose to spend that time is up to you.
Draw a moment.
Knew his father.
Moment?
There's no need. I've been dead to them for years.
Come, Samuel.
Elarion the Dread. The beast at Aegon across the flames forged the Iron Throne.
Valerian the Dread, did he say?
That was Aegon's dragon, I believe.
Jeez. But not invincible. They can be wounded. They can be killed.
Oh,
the finest artilators and blacksmiths in King's Landing have been laboring day and night, Your Grace.
You've got to hit him first, though.
That's true.
If we turn the dragons loose, tens of thousands will die in the firestorms.
It's called war. You don't have the stomach for it. Scurry back into hiding.
I know how you wage war. We don't poison little girls here. Myrcella was innocent.
She was a Lannister. There are no innocent Lannisters.
He's a Lannister.
Yeah.
We will lay siege to the capital surrounding the city on all sides. Cersei will have the Iron Throne, but no food for her army or the people.
But we won't use Dothraki and Unsullied. Cersei will try to rally the lords of Westeros by appealing to their loyalty, their love for their country. If we besiege the city with foreigners, we prove her point. Our army should be Westerosi.
And I suppose we're providing the Westerosi.
You are.
So, your master plan is to use our armies. Forgive me for asking, but why did you bother to bring your own?
For decades, House Lannister has been the true power in Westeros. And the seat of that power is Casterly Rock.
Oh, fuck.
Grey Worm and the Unsullied will sail for the Rock and take it.
Will you take a bit of advice from an old woman? He's a clever man, your hand. I've known a great many clever men. I've outlived them all. You know why? I ignored them. The lords of Westeros are sheep. Are you a sheep? No.
She's proper trying to get her to be aggressive, isn't she?
Have you noticed how like her clothes are like really like dark, like it's a dead flower as well, because before it was like flamboyant colours and stuff, wasn't it?
Well, she's in mourning for Marjorie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sunday. It is hard for me to say goodbye to you. You are my weakness.
That's what I am. Your weakness.
It's great
when
words.
Unsullied are young, the masters learn their fears. One boy is scared of dogs. One boy hates high places. One is frightened of the ocean. They make the boy sleep with dogs or climb a cliff. Either way, strong and solid. But I had no fears. I was never the biggest, never the strongest, but I was bravest.
I believe it.
Until I meet Missandei from the Isle of Nod. Now, I have fear.
I do too.
Oh, Grey Worm. Well, it's been a long time coming. So do they chop off everything?
I don't know, to be honest. Like,
it's gonna rob its nub. Shit, is he gonna try it on his own? Yep.
Hello.
Go on, Sam.
What are you doing?
You're Jorah Mormont, the only son of Jeor Mormont. My name is Samwell Tarly, sworn brother of the Night's Watch, training to serve as maester at Castle Black. I knew your father. I was with him when he died. You're not dying today, Sir Jorah.
Have you ever done this before?
No. No one else will try it, so I'm the best you've got. Have a seat.
Oh.
That's disgusting.
What? Oh, Sam, oh my god. 1% done.
Harry!
Hello, Hot Pie.
Hey.
Sit down.
I thought you'd be heading for Winterfell.
Why would I go there? The Boltons have it.
No. The Boltons are dead.
What?
Jon Snow came down from Castle Black with a Wilding army and won the Battle of the Bastards. He's King of the North now.
You're lying.
Why would I lie about that?
She might head north now.
That's what I'm saying. She loves Jon, doesn't she?
This message was sent to me by Samwell Tarly. He was my brother at the Night's Watch. He's discovered proof that Dragonstone sits on a mountain of dragonglass. Lord Tyrion has invited me to Dragonstone to meet with Daenerys, and I'm going to accept. We know that dragonglass can destroy both White Walkers and their army. We need to mine it and turn it into weapons. Sir Davos and I will ride for White Harbor tomorrow, then sail for Dragonstone.
Have you forgotten what happened to our grandfather? The Mad King invited him to King's Landing and roasted him alive.
I know that.
A Targaryen cannot be trusted, nor can a Lannister.
We called your brother king.
And then he rode south and lost his kingdom.
Winter is here, Your Grace. We need the king in the north in the north.
Shit, they're all against him.
You all crown me your king.
Oh shit, is he going to give the kingdom to Sansa?
Oh, I never wanted it. I never asked for it. But I accepted it because the North is my home. It's part of me, and I will never stop fighting for it, no matter the odds. None of you have seen the army of the dead. None of you. We can never hope to defeat them alone. We need allies.
Then send an emissary, don't go yourself.
Daenerys is a queen. Only a king can convince her to help us.
You're abandoning your people. You're abandoning your home.
I'm leaving both in good hands.
Whose?
Yours. You are my sister. You're the only Stark.
For Littlefinger to be smiling.
Until I return, the North is yours.
Yup. There we go. Dickhead.
Father and brother others are gone, yet here you stand, king in the north. Last best hope against the coming storm.
You don't belong down here.
If it weren't for me, you'd have been slaughtered on that battlefield.
Hey, Littlefinger.
You have many enemies, my king, but I swear to you, I'm not one of them. I love Sansa, as I loved her mother.
You got fucked up, Littlefinger.
Sure has.
Touch my sister, and I'll kill you myself.
It's more ammunition for Littlefinger to betray him, though.
It just reminds me of when Ned did it.
Mm-hmm.
In the first season.
Nymeria.
Oh yes.
Oh.
What the hell happened?
Come with me.
No.
That's not you.
Is that going to make her turn south again?
Oh.
She's just going back and forth,
yeah, she was stuck in the middle.
Like you don't need a protector.
You're on.
Stay here.
Run, bitch, run!
It's crazy.
Unnecessary. So he can fight.
Yeah.
Don't forget, Bronn and Jaime struggled. Well, Jaime lost that, but Bronn struggled against these girls.
Bye-bye, Sansa.
Well, no one liked him, so...
Give your uncle a kiss.
Give your uncle a kiss. Oh, Theon.
Come on, Theon.
I have her. Come and get her.
Oh. Reek. Reek.
Don't give up, Theon.
To be fair, I think his storyline is over. I think he might.
I don't know, I think he might kill you, be the one to kill Euron.
Gotta say, that was a bit of an epic fight.
It was.
I can't wait to watch that again.
I can't either, it was really good.
Fuck. Oh. Fucking reek! It sucks that Theon had to turn at the end there, because I feel like we've gone through a whole character arc with him, turning from, you know, Theon to Reek back to Theon, but now he's just gone Theon to Reek to Theon to Reek.
True,
which sucks.
I feel like there's a reason for that though. Like, I feel like he's, I don't know, I just had this feeling he's going to be one to kill Euron. I don't know why.
I guess it's a smart on his behalf, because it's obvious he would have died if he tried to there. But if now he's saved himself, he can probably come back with the element of surprise and rescue at another time.
Because he could have either tried to save Yara, where he just would have died because he was outnumbered.
Yeah.
Or he, from what he did, like he can actually rebuild or try and like join rest of Daenerys and her people and actually try and take some revenge. So.
Well, I guess he's alive. He's like, I don't know if he's the only one that did survive. Maybe, do you think? He's probably the only one that survived because a lot of those boats were on fire.
Yeah, true. I could imagine there might be a few other Ironborn maybe that survive, but I don't know.
Yeah, but at least he can tell them what's happened now. What was their part of the plan? I can't remember what their part of the plan was.
They were just taking the Sand Snakes and their mum safely back to Dawn.
Was that all they were doing?
Yeah, that's all they were doing, I think, anyway.
Because I know the plan, because at the beginning we saw Daenerys, and in fact at the beginning when she started laying into Varys as well.
Yeah.
Which I sort of understand why she did that, because Varys is one of those characters like Littlefinger where he's always conspiring and stuff. But I think with Varys it's done in a way that it's not vicious in the way he does it. It is how he said it, like he explained that he does it for the people. The reason, that's why he went and helped, Ned, and tried to explain to him that, look, you need to confess and stuff, even though Joffrey did eventually kill him. But I feel like Varys is a snaky character, but he does it always in the best interest of... He'll stab you in the back, but only if you stab like the people in the back first.
Yeah, because like with Varys, I do know he cares about the realm, so anything he can do to make the realm better, then he will side with the person who he thinks will make the realm better. 'Cause I think he said that in season 1 anyway.
Yeah, and I think you're right, in that meeting, like at the beginning as well, when Daenerys, she was sort of showing signs of the Mad King, like when she said she'll burn people alive, which I don't like, because she's been built up as this like really heroic, somebody who cares for people, like rescuing the slaves. I mean, she had vengeance on the slave masters, which you'd expect because of what they did to them people, but the fact she's threatening to burn people alive and stuff, it sort of does remind me of the Mad King.
It's like as well, like you'd think she'd be like more happy than she is, because she's finally in Westeros, she's back in her home where her family like lived for generations.
But I think she's not settled though, is she? She knows she's got a massive fight ahead of her, which sucks. But it looks like her plan now, I think her plan was right in the fact that, because Cersei was actually using that against her with Elena's Lord. She said that she was using foreigners to take over Westeros, and she was using that as a tool. But Daenerys is clever in the fact that she's now saying, no, we've got to reach out to the lords and families and get them to take King's Landing, because if like the common people see foreigners taking their city, then they're going to rebel against Daenerys. So I think she was right in doing that. It's just
as well, I feel like if it wasn't for Tyrion, she would have gone Mad Queen a long time ago, because I feel like he's influenced a lot of her decisions to how to do stuff and how to go about it. Because, like I say, I feel like if she never had Tyrion, she would have just gone crazy as soon as she went to Westeros, like killing people.
What I don't like as well is Elena. The fact she's whispering in Daenerys' ear that Tyrion probably isn't. She shouldn't listen to Tyrion. She said, I've known wise men, and I've outlived every single one. And the best advice is not to listen to him. She's just a warmonger because she's angry about she lost Marjorie and her grandson and stuff, isn't she?
That's the thing with her. Like I mentioned, like in her clothes, like she's like a dying roast because all the rest of her family are dead. She's just out for vengeance, vengeance. She just wants to sack revenge on them. So that's probably why she's whispering in like Daenerys, because she just wants her to just take them out with fire and blood and whatnot.
Yeah.
So
I think that's what her story is. She just wants vengeance. Do you think Daenerys is going to listen to Lady Elena?
I feel like she might listen to her a little bit, but I think Tyrion's talking to her will counteract that at the same time. So I think it'll be a bit of a fight. Like Elena's like the devil on her shoulder, and Tyrion's like the angel on her shoulder. Do you know what I mean?
Do you? I saw you put that. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. Well, basically, you know that scene where they were sort of like getting down.
Yeah.
Like,
Grey Worm.
Grey Worm, Miss Sunday.
Miss Sunday. That's it.
Yeah. I was just when I was watching, this theory just popped in my head that like, what if like, Tyrion said the Unsullied will go to the Lannisters' home.
Yeah.
I don't, maybe not there, but like I have this like theory that maybe Grey Worm could die.
Yeah.
And then Miss Sunday would blame Daenerys for that, and then she could betray her. Maybe, I don't know. It just popped into my head when I was watching. It might be a bit out there, but I don't know.
I don't think she would, because I think she's been behind Daenerys the whole way, and I think she understands the risks, like what faced the Unsullied and stuff. And I don't know. Grey Worm is one of those characters that I feel like could die.
Yeah.
But I don't see a point in him dying. There's no real story behind it. He's just a soldier. And if he dies, he's just a soldier dying. Even though he's a character we like, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe. So Melisandre appeared at Dragonstone as well. What do you think her play is?
I feel like I don't know, like I just think she sees Daenerys has got dragons, and obviously they're fire.
Yeah.
And I feel like she might still think Jon is the prince that was promised, like she said in season 6, but I feel like she needs to feel needed. So I feel like she's trying to align herself with someone else that's powerful.
I just thought as well, Jon, we now see Jon is going to head to Dragonstone. I'm guessing Sam healed Jorah.
Well, I don't know. I think he was attempting to. I don't know if he's been healed.
Let's work on the assumption that he does. Yeah. Like all those would be heading to Dragonstone. Yeah. And if Daenerys is still at Dragonstone, and Melisandre is at Dragonstone, what did Jon say to Melisandre after he found out what she did to Shireen?
He said,
"If I see you again."
Well, no, that was Davos that said that. Jon actually said, "Leave the North and never come back."
And Davos is going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I feel. Yeah, like I don't think Dany would let him kill her though. She might tell her. Oh, yeah, he could tell her what she did, innit?
Yeah. You know what Daenerys thinks about people who kill little kids, because we saw that one that was pinned on that cross.
But then again, her dragon killed a little kid, didn't it? I know it's not related.
Yeah, but she did lock her dragons up for that.
That is true.
Children she loved. She's willing to do that to her dragons.
That's actually interesting. I never thought of that, actually.
So there's a possibility that Davos could tell Daenerys, and Daenerys could punish Melisandre for what she did. But the thing is, Daenerys has had the support of that faith the whole time. And if she does decide to kill Melisandre, they might all turn against her. And that could
because as well, she said that what's their like thing called the Red Priest? Is that what they call them?
Yeah, the Red Priest.
Yeah, she said that the Red Priest brought peace in Meereen.
Yeah.
So if she did kill her, like, would that mean that they would spread bad words about Daenerys, and then it would be chaos in Meereen again and stuff?
And Essos would start to rebel
again. Yeah. So.
But I'm wondering, Daenerys said that she's going to get the Unsullied to attack Lannister, Casterly Rock. Are the Dothraki going as well?
I don't think so.
I don't think she mentioned the Dothraki.
Nah, I think Tyrion, like I say, Tyrion picked up the Unsullied thing and knocked over the Lannister thing. But yeah, no, I don't think she mentioned the Dothraki.
No, I was just wondering what the Dothraki are doing, unless they're just staying behind on Dragonstone for protection.
Yeah, I think they said that they don't want to surround King's Landing with foreign soldiers, didn't they?
Yeah.
They wanted to do Westeros, so I think they're just holding the Dothraki.
Yeah, I think they just said thingy them. But yeah, with Jon going to Dragonstone, because he is going after Dragonglass now. Sam has told him.
Yeah.
So does that mean Sam and Jorah need to go Dragonstone now? Because now he's told him.
Yeah, I guess so.
Sam could just stay in the what's it called again? The
Citadel.
Citadel. Yeah, he could stay at the Citadel. But if he does cure Jorah, I think Jorah will leave to head to Dragonstone to get back to Daenerys because she's the one that told him to go find a cure.
I've just thought, like, Sam was attempting to cure Jorah.
Yeah.
What if, like, it's not a permanent, like, fix? What if it's like Sam has to do that every time? So when the Grey Scale comes back, he has to like, instead of it being a permanent sort of healing, he has to, like, continue to do it, like a process.
But the thing is, he did say, because when he was talking to that Archmeister, he was saying that other Meister found a cure. Yeah. It's not really a cure if you have to do it continually, is it? It's just like treatment.
Yeah.
So I think if he does it, it will be a cure. He won't have to keep doing it. But we also saw this episode, actually, Cersei trying to get people on her side, especially Lady Elena's houses in Bannerman, which was Sam's father.
Yeah, the Tarleys, I believe.
Yeah, and there was a conversation there, which I was confused about, where Jaime said to... What's his dad's name again? I keep forgetting.
Oh, it's... like I said, I know the last name, but...
What's the last name again?
It's Tarly, but I can't remember their dad's
Yeah, well, the father, Tarly, he... Jaime said to him that he's the only person to have defeated Robert Baratheon, didn't he?
Yeah, I think.
And I don't know when that was.
I think it was in Robert's Rebellion because I'm pretty sure the Tarleys were originally with the Targaryens.
Oh, okay.
But I think. I don't know what the battle was, but
the Tarleys were with the Targaryens, weren't they?
I think so.
Because I remember Robert saying something about it.
Yes, I think there was a battle that Robert, I don't know if Robert was at the head of it or if they were just his men, but between like them and the Tarleys, but I think like the Tarleys defeated Robert. Right, okay. That was like, I think they mentioned it in there. It seems like it was his only defeat. Robert Baratheon's only defeat in the
and he was in charge.
I think so. Yeah.
I do like that character. I've got to say that father. Even though in that last season when he was in that dinner scene, he'd come across as a bit of a arsehole.
Yeah.
I feel like he will be a good, strong character to have at the head of Cersei's army, because I feel like if you just have everything Daenerys has got against a really weak army, it won't be as as good to watch. But with him having such a strong character at the head of that army, of Cersei's army, if he does indeed do it, because we don't know if he's going to join them yet, do you think he will? Like,
I think I know he said like they're loyal, but I think the temptation of being like the main house in that area might be a bit too much.
So
like,
you think he's going to sell his Yeah, I do as well. I feel like he is an honourable man, and he's just a strong man, and he's he comes across as an arsehole because he is, but he's loyal to his word and his oath, and because he swore an oath to Lady Elena and he swore an oath to the crown, he's like in two minds. And I think what Jaime said to him about becoming Warden of the South, whatever he said. That will be enough to sway him over to that oath and stick with that oath.
As well, I don't like. I feel like as well that, I feel like Sam might actually do something that will make his dad accept him as well. Because like he hates his son Sam.
Yeah.
He just despises him completely. I feel like there will be a point where Sam will do something as well, and he might actually acknowledge that and actually respect him.
I don't know.
Like he underestimated him or something.
I'd like to see that. I would love to see that. But I feel like his story, the father Talia, I think his whole story is going to be on that battlefield, and he's going to be in that fight, and he's probably going to die, like his son as well. I think they'll just die. I don't think there'll ever be that like reconciliation between Sam and his father.
Wrong TV show.
Yeah, I feel like. Do you reckon Sam's going to leave the Citadel then?
Yeah, that's why I was saying like about the cure thing, because I thought maybe he might go with Jorah if it's not a permanent cure. So
I would as well, possibly. But he's at the Citadel for a reason, to become a maester for the Night's Watch. So is he going to stay there? If he wants to complete the training and become a maester, he has to stay there.
It's like Arya with the Faceless Men. He might spend the whole season at the Citadel.
Yeah, or if he gets kicked out because the Archmeister finds out he cured Jorah. And then they decide to kick him out, and those two will head towards Dragonstone.
That's true, actually.
That will be cool, actually, if like they all reach Dragonstone at the same time. There's like Daenerys, Jon, Davos, Melisandre, Sam, Jorah. They all reach out at the same point, and we have that big meeting between them, which of course shit will go down because Melisandre, but we'll have to wait and see. But staying on Starks as well with Jon and that, but we saw Arya this episode again. She was heading south, then she spoke to Hot Pie. But the problem is now, she's heading north to meet Jon, and Jon's heading south. So whether they meet on the road...
I think it's going to be that typical Game of Thrones thing, where they just miss each other. They
just pass. The thing is, Sansa is still at Winterfell, so if she does get back... But they were never really close, those two, were they?
No. Like, I think there'll be the reunion of Arya and Sansa. But I don't think
she hasn't got the same connection as she with Sansa.
No, they didn't really get along.
Yeah, Arya always looked at her as a bit of a, an enemy because what she did. Because she did actually betray Arya in the first episode, didn't she?
Yeah, because she got Lady killed.
Yeah, she got Lady killed. She got the butcher's boy killed because she lied about what Joffrey did. So maybe Arya might still hold some a grudge against Sansa.
I do feel like though Sansa would apologise for that though now. Like I feel like it's probably at a point now where she has actually missed her sister, even though they didn't get along. Because like originally, I don't think her in the first season, I don't think her and Jon ever actually spoke. But then in season 6, they embraced each other, they hugged, and like they actually speak now. So
yeah, I think there will be that initial happiness to see each other, but I feel like Arya might still hold some blame towards Sansa for what went down. Even though Sansa, she went through the ringer with Ramsay and Joffrey and everything. I feel like because Sansa initially did back Joffrey, she's still going to harbour some sort of hatred towards her. Not hatred, I think that's too strong a word, but some sort of blame. Some sort of blame towards her. Staying on topic of that as well, Littlefinger.
Oh, right, yeah.
What do you think his place now? Because Jon's giving him more ammunition to betray him. By grabbing him by the throat and threatening him. I still feel like Littlefinger's got a big part to play in the story. I know it seems like he's had his way the whole time and it's about time, he got pushed aside. I feel like there is one final twist, and I said to you during the reaction...
Yeah, I do like what you said in the reaction.
If now Jon's left and Sansa's there, and we all know that the majority of the people there are Aaron's men, and he has control of... what's his
Robin
name?
Aaron.
Robin Aaron. He has control of Robin Aaron, and if he wanted to, he could tell Robin Aaron to seize Winterfell.
Yeah, exactly.
And then if he defects to Cersei then has control of Winterfell.
That'd be a good twist.
Which means they're pincered between, like the people in the middle are pincered between the south and the north.
The only thing I see with that is like, would they make them lose their home again, or would they just make them prisoners within their own home? Yeah, that's the only thing I can see.
The thing against that as well is like everyone there who's in that meeting with Jon, they know the threat of the White Walkers because Jon's told them all about it. They haven't seen it, but they know of the threat. So would they, even if their Lord Commander in Robin Aaron said to him, you've got to betray these Starks and families, would they, because they know the threat from the north? So one other scene we saw in this was Cersei, and what's the thing's name again?
I know it's not him, but I want to call him Pycelle, but I know it's
not
Pycelle.
I was going to call Pycelle. The Meister it's not really a Meister, but because he got banished, didn't he? But the one that works with Cersei, who brought the Mountain alive, he took her down into a dungeon, and they saw the massive dragon skulls, and then he showed her a ballista. I think they're called ballistas anyway. I can't remember.
I don't know what they're called. I just remember seeing it. I think it was The Hobbit 2 or something.
Yeah, and they fire that massive arrow.
Actually, Hobbit 3, sorry.
Now that's all well and good. It's a way of taking down the dragons, but number one, they fly, so they're really high in the air, so you can't just aim at the ground, you've got to get it up like that. Number two, they move. So it's not a standing still target. You've got to try to hit it. 3, they got scales. You've obviously got to pierce them somehow. I don't know whether there's some sort of lure there in terms of getting it through the scales, or whether it would just go straight through. Number 4, they breathe fire, so you have to hit them first time. Otherwise, that thing is coming down. It's going to burn you to death.
I don't know why, but I have a feeling they might kill one of them.
Yeah, and I feel like that's how one turns.
Yeah, maybe.
And maybe one of the dragons becomes an ice dragon, brought back to life. Because we've seen that the Night's King can turn animals back alive from the dead, because we saw the horses they're riding.
That's true, yeah.
So there's every chance that, he could turn the dragon. If it's like dies, it stays there, and then the winter eventually... But I suppose that means they'd have to fight somewhere where it's winter, won't they?
For them to White Walkers?
Yeah.
I don't think that's the thing. I don't think that's really clear. I don't know if they bring the snow with them, or if they can only go where it's really cold or something.
Well, thinking about it as well, they're going to have to fight when the battle does go down between Daenerys and Cersei. They're going to have to fight this side of the wall where the White Walkers aren't.
Yeah.
So, in order for them to turn the dragon into an ice dragon, it would have to be after they get past the wall.
Yeah, exactly,
they move across the fields. Maybe the body of the dragon's been lying there for a few months, and then he brings it alive or something.
Actually, no, I don't think that would work. Because I was going to say, because if Jon was around, if that did happen, he would know to burn it, right?
Yeah.
But the only thing is with that though, can you burn a dragon? Because they breathe out fire, don't they? So I don't know.
I guess they can.
Do you think?
I don't know. I'm not too sure on the lore whether the dragons in this world are magical and they can't die by fire. But I mean, Daenerys is called the dragon, and fire doesn't burn her.
Oh, I just had a thought.
What?
What if they, what's that that weapon called?
I don't think it's called a ballista. I think that's something else. It's got a certain name. I can't remember exactly.
What if they attach explosive wildfire to it?
Yeah, that could work. Does wildfire burn dragons though?
That's what I was thinking, 'cause they could weaponize it and add it to the spear, and then. Yeah. I don't know if they'll do that, but.
I suppose that's one thing they could do. It would be better than just an arrow.
Exactly, because then it would be an explosion on the actual dragon.
I think it all depends on whether imagine if wildfire does burn Daenerys, because we know regular fire doesn't.
That's true.
So maybe wildfire can burn Daenerys. Yeah. So a couple more things before we end this review. Firstly, I forgot to mention Arya and the wolf, Nymeria.
Yeah.
We saw her again, which I sort of realised as the walls were surrounded. I was like, oh shit, Nymeria, we've not heard from her. But that's making me wonder, because Nymeria doesn't want to be with Arya anymore. It's just wandered off again.
Yeah.
Will that make Arya change her mind again and head south because she feels like she don't belong to the north anymore?
It's a possibility, because I do know in the books as well that there is actually a pack of wolves that the herd wolf Nymeria did lead as well.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
Maybe that was just like a nod.
I think it was a nod towards it.
Yeah, towards the books.
But I think. I don't know, it's because otherwise she's just going to keep going backwards and forth because things are going to change her mind.
She's just not going to move because she's going to travel the same 10 miles. She'll be like, No, I think she will continue north still, but I feel like maybe, like you say, that was just a nod to the books.
Or maybe she saw the pack of wolves and made her think she needs to be with her pack of wolves because Nymeria was leading a pack of wolves.
Yeah, maybe.
And she felt like maybe I need to go back and be with my... Because remember there was that line in the trailer that Sansa said, the pack survives, but the lone wolf dies.
Yeah,
so,
no, that's a good point. Yeah, maybe that is the case. Maybe it's some sort of metaphor or something. But the other thing we didn't talk about is, we did briefly at the beginning, but now Euron seems to have won that battle.
Yeah.
He has captive the lead Sand Snake woman. What's her name again?
Is it Ilaria?
Yeah, Ilaria, something like that. He has one of their daughters because he killed the other two. Or did they kill the third one?
I think
they took a prisoner.
One?
Yeah,
I thought they killed all three.
And they have Yara. So I'm guessing now he has them prisoner. Are they going to be the present he takes back to Cersei?
I know, but I'm not going to.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm trying to think, why would they be valuable to Cersei? Has there been any...
Well, the Sand Snake killed her daughter, didn't they? They poisoned Marcella.
That is, maybe I completely forgot about that. You're 100% right, yeah. I think that is the present then, the person that killed your daughter, here you are. So Cersei's going to get some sort of sweet, sweet revenge. And she's going to get some sort of sweet, sweet revenge on Ilaria, what's her name?
I think it's Ilaria.
Ilaria, whatever her name is, the lead Sand Snake. I guess she's going to kill her daughter in front of her if she is still alive, which is a possibility. As for Yara, I feel like there's more of a story there. I think Euron will keep her for himself.
Yeah, I think the Yara is probably more for Euron. I think he'll give her to Cersei because she sided with Daenerys, but I think Cersei might be like, you have her or something.
Yeah, I feel like there is some sort of another redemption story for it, but I don't see him doing it twice in a row with Reek. I'm going to call him Reek because he turned back into
Reek. He did have that little Reek moment, he did.
Yeah, his lip quivered, and I feel sorry for him. He's been through so much.
That's what I mean. I hated him in season 2 or 3, but now I really like him.
Yeah.
And I felt so bad for him in that moment because he was in that sort of Reek situation again where he was powerless, and he just. Yeah, I don't know if he thought, I'm scared I'm going to jump overboard, or if he thought, I can jump overboard and come back at a later date and try and save you.
Maybe they tried to film it in a way that made us think he'd turn back into Reek, but it was just him being smart, thinking, look, if I go for it, I'm dead. You know, I'm surrounded by his men.
That's a good point, actually. What if... Actually, no, Euron didn't know he was Reek, did he? Because I was going to say, what if he, sort of made out...
Well, he did call him a cockless... He knows he hasn't got a cock, so he must have heard about it.
Unless he just pretended to be scared... So Euron would just think, he ain't going to do nothing. He's just a little
But the thing is, when he was floating in the water, he looked scared as well. But again, I don't know if that's just the way they filmed it to make us as the viewer think that he's turned back into Reek. And he's actually, being smart about the whole situation, like saying he's going to come back at a later date knowing that he survived that, whereas he would have died. But if he is the one to save Yara, that would be kind of cool because... Yara actually came after him, tried to save him when he was in that dog cage at Ramses. So
I do feel like there is a big thing to come from Theon. Yeah, I don't feel like he is finished. He's either going to do something great and die, or he might save someone or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I think either his story is over because he's had a great story in this series, but again, he's never really recovered from being weak. Even though he did become Theon again, he's never really recovered. But I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But you got anything else to add about the episode?
Not really. All of that. I just think Theon's had a really rough time.
I do. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing how the siege goes ahead now. I'm looking forward to seeing who sides with who concerning Lady Elena's bannermen and houses, whether they do side with Cersei, which I'm guessing they will. Jon, I guess we're going to get the road trip. I want to know if Arya meets up with Jon on the road, whether Arya heads north and bumps into the Hound, which is what I want.
I want that as well.
Even though I do want Arya to meet with Jon, that would be a cool moment. I also wanted to meet a Hound because I feel like we saw more of Arya and the Hound together than Arya and Jon.
That's true.
I feel like, especially after she thinks she killed him.
That is true, but also she did bump into Hot Pie, so could there be more reunions like that because of people she knows? Do you know what I mean?
Gendry.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe Gendry will appear.
That's what I'm saying.
What else happened in this episode? We had Euron. It'd be interesting to see what Euron goes from here. I guess he was just going to head straight back to Cersei and give her the present he promised.
As well, I really liked how crazy Euron looked in this episode, like with his axe and stuff, how he was just killing people.
Yeah, he looked amazing in this episode. But I just thought, how did Euron know where that fleet was going to be?
That is true.
Is there a spy in Daenerys' council?
That is a good possibility, actually, because as well, how could they sneak up on him like that? I know his ship's called the Silence, but they managed to get to the main ship because I'm pretty sure she would have had other ships behind her. So unless some of the Ironborn on her side wanted to side with Euron, and that's how they managed it.
I think the bigger twist would be that there's someone in her council which isn't actually with her.
Out of everyone, who do you think would be the spy?
Well, it can't be the Sand Snakes because they've been captured.
Do you reckon it'd be Varys? But no, he likes the Targaryens, doesn't he? So I don't think
I don't think it would be Varys. I think that's too obvious. It can't be Lady Elena because why would she after everything Cersei did?
It wouldn't be her.
Who else was on the council?
There's Miss Sunday, but I don't think she would ever betray her.
I don't know. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's just some of the Greyjoys on the ships. Maybe got word to Euron where they were located, or maybe it's just one of those television coincidences where they just stumbled upon them sort of thing. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next episode. I cannot wait. So thank you for watching, guys and girls. We really appreciate it. And until next time, bye bye. I didn't really think much of Euron last season, but
that episode, like first episode, made me like him a bit more, and this episode made me like him even more because he just seemed fucking crazy with it. He was just like with his fucking axe. He was just like a crazy lumberjack. That's what he looked like, that fucking axe. It's fucking hilarious.
He was cool in this out. I think I'm starting to replace the Ramsay spot with Euron now. He's coming across as that. I love that moment where Theon was like. He was staring at him, and when Theon jumped overboard, he sort of had that crazy eyes and that crazy look, and he started laughing. It was like, oh, this could be a good bad guy.
I still don't know if Theon reverted to Reek and then jumped over the boat, or if he just thought, I'll look scared and then just jump overboard. I still can't work that out.